All right, guys, I have another editorial for you here on this Thursday, and this is another one that shows when you're a law enforcement officer, you can't just post anything on social media like Facebook or Instagram. Before I get to that, somebody referenced the Ukaipa protest. I did a video on it yesterday, I think it was, or the day before, on an update with the June 1st protest where the guy was hitting people with a baton and how he has an arraignment coming up in January. Well, the blue shirt taser guy, somebody gave me his name and I looked it up on the San Bernardino Superior Court case information. I find nothing. That may be because he didn't actually zap anybody with his taser. He was just zapping it in front of him in a defensive posture. That may be why there are no charges on him. And I'm not naming him because there are no charges on him there's no case as of now on that guy. So, and that may be because he didn't actually zap anybody. The guy in the red shirt with the baton was actually striking people. So there you go. That's an update for that. As far as the June 1st Ukaipa protest, there's no charges on taser guy as of now. But going back to this story, where if you're a law enforcement officer, you have to watch what you put on social media. Thank you to Dallas Fort Worth CBS Local for this story. The Fort Worth Police Department is investigating, and an officer was placed on administrative duty after he allegedly shared a racially insensitive meme on Facebook. He cannot perform police officer duties and his badge and weapon were seized, according to the department. The police department tweeted a press release on Thursday saying it started an internal investigation after the Fort Worth Police Department was made aware of a racially insensitive and grossly inappropriate Facebook post which surfaced on an officer's personal profile. The Internal Affairs Unit quickly began an investigation into the matter, which is ongoing, and the post was removed. According to CBS 11 sources, one of the images in question is what appears to be a black man laying in a coffin. The copy on the meme says, "The face you make when you don't understand, stop resisting." Corey Session, who is a part of Fort Worth's Race and Culture Task Force, said Friday evening, "This incident erodes the progress the police department has made in building trust with the people they serve." Corey Session said, quote, "It is not the uniform, it is that individual in the uniform, and this individual has disgraced the uniform." He said the officer should be fired for this incident. Fort Worth Mayor Betsy Price also released a statement saying in part, quote, "This is a pitiful example of what it looks like when an officer fails to uphold the standards of decency, respect, and sensitivity that the Fort Worth police officers are hired to exemplify. Resisting arrest is not a license to kill. End of story. I am quite frankly appalled by the post and the image." The release continued, "The Fort Worth Police Department holds every officer to a very high standard, and any comment, post, or any communication which is racially insensitive and unprofessional will not be condoned in any manner. Our department will continue to hold accountable those who do not meet that standard." So you have to meet the standards and the policies of the Fort Worth Police Department. He did not, because as you see, he violated the policy with a comment or post or communication which was racially insensitive and unprofessional, and therefore he is on what they call indefinite suspension, which is the same as termination. Indefinite suspension means he's suspended until they decide he can come back. So basically, he's not a cop right now. So you guys got to be careful with that, you cops. You can't just post stuff about dead people and say, "Well, hey, dude, dead." No, you can't do that. That's insensitive. And I know there's going to be some bootlickers that go, "Well, the guy shouldn't have been a criminal or shouldn't have been a thug." So that's okay to laugh at him on Facebook. And for that, he's not serving the public, okay, in an exemplary manner, and therefore he needs to be He's not a good cop. I want to know what you all think. Let me know in the comment section below. Community Leo Watch. Watching Leos. That's law enforcement officers from coast to coast. From top to bottom and side to side.